Hello there, internet. MegaMogwai here, and I got another Legends of Runeterra video for you guys today. And today, winter is coming, ladies and gentlemen, as we have Bird is the Word, a brutal ANIVIA control combo deck. I don't know exactly how to label this, but it is something pretty spicy. I know ANIVIA with Shadow Owls is nothing new under the sun, but this deck is all in on the ANIVIA late game synergy, and it's actually a really powerful anti-meta deck that has got me climbing through Masters rank. As you guys can see, I am, as I'm recording this intro, at 146 in Masters. Like, I've gone up quite a bit with this deck and some other toys that I'm going to share with you guys soon, but this list is really strong. It is the product of yesterday's stream, basically, because it started off being a Trundle ANIVIA list with Rekindler and War Mother's Call, but eventually I geared it more towards a purely ANIVIA synergized archetype, and it is really efficient at what it does. And what it does is just overwhelm your opponent with multiple ANIVIAs in the late game through the likes of the Harrowing. So what we have here is a deck comprised of early game ramp in the form of Wording Stones and Catalyst of Aeons as a full set each, as we have cards like Avalanche alongside Pings through Unspeakable Horror and more AoE effects with Withering Wail to clear away the opponent's early aggression. Their early board state, especially, there's a lot of Bilge watering around with Petty Officers, so Avalanche is pretty much a must in this meta if you're playing any sort of like slow based ramp / control for your deck. And in this deck, we are obviously playing this. We have Avaricious Sentry as a bit of a chump blocker early on that can allow us to cycle through our deck and find our combo pieces. And we're running a full set of Entreat in this list because we're only playing ANIVIA as our champion. The issue that I had before with the prior version of this deck is that I want to resurrect, like, I don't want to resurrect Trundle with Rekindler. I want to resurrect ANIVIA, right? But if Trundle died, then that would mix things up, and then Trundle would have to become my win condition. So my deck kind of like try to do two things at the same time, and it's one of the beautiful processes of deck building, though, right? Like, you just play test, and eventually you realize how to make the concept make more sense through just experience and trial and error. And like I said, it took me a while to come up with this final version of the list, but it is just such a gem. It really is. It's perhaps one of the strongest decks that I've featured in a while, as we have a full set of Chronicler of Ruin that is going to be used on ANIVIA or the Rekindler. When we use Chronicler of Ruin on ANIVIA, we put her in the Rekindler pool and we get another ANIVIA anyways, and our opponent has to deal with the egg, otherwise we will be duplicating ANIVIA. And if we use it on the Rekindler, we just get more copies of ANIVIA on the board. And the objective is to stay alive with a bunch of health gain, ramp up to 10 mana as fast as possible, so that then when we stabilize, we can start to capitalize on all the times ANIVIA died in the game to bring all of them back with the Harrowing. The thing about the Harrowing in ANIVIA is that when ANIVIA comes back and she dies, she will leave an ANIVIA, and this will hatch into a new ANIVIA at the beginning of the next round. When we attack with so many ANIVIAs on the board, we tend to board wipe the opponent, so any chump blockers don't get to trade, which means that our ephemeral ANIVIAs don't strike, so they don't die, and they will die at the very end of the turn, which means our opponents will have a very hard time actually removing the eggs. In fact, it's almost impossible for them to do so for like every single one, which makes this a really brutal strategy that has the potential ability to also race other control-based decks and has tremendous comeback potential. In today's live recording session, I don't want to spoil, but you're gonna see some crazy shit. Like, that's basically where I'm gonna leave it at. I'm not really gonna delve more into that, but man, this deck is just, it's really clean. We have Glimpse Beyond, which is very important because, especially against matchups like Targon, where they have Obliterates, we want to be using Glimpse Beyond on ANIVIA as they target her with an Obliterate effect. And one of the cool things about this is that because of ANIVIA's Last Breath effect, when they target us with an Obliterate and we use Glimpse Beyond on that, we get an egg. So they need another source of removal for the egg. Otherwise, they wasted a card, they spent 6 mana, we spent 2, we drew cards, and we completely navigated around the removal, which I think is just really powerful. Because people say, target is the death of ANIVIA because of Hush, and that is just not true. Not true at all. There's a lot of aspects that ANIVIA has that are actually really good against the region, and make her a powerhouse, a huge threat against them in general. And yeah, you just gotta keep that in mind. On tree searching for ANIVIA, even if we have ANIVIA's on the board, it's still a great card because we get to pick off ANIVIA's signature spell, which is Harsh Winds, which really helps us out against pretty much the vast majority of the meta nowadays. as we can prevent early assault from leveling up, amongst other things. Also, Glimpse Beyond allows us to play around Mind Splitter, because if Mind Splitter targets ANIVIA, we just have to Glimpse Beyond her, we get the egg, and then when she comes back, she's brand new, and she ain't intimidated by that big dragon no more. So yeah, that's basically the decklist right there. The one-off of Ruination is also very, very important. There's a lot of matchups in which this really comes into play, and Triple Vengeance is absolutely key as well. So without further ado, I'm going to stop talking. I'm going to show you guys some sweet-ass gameplay that I recorded for you in a live session. Hopefully you enjoy. Leave a like. Really, I know I say this every video, but I'm saying it a lot lately, but it really does help out my channel, reach out to more people. So if you want this channel to continue to grow, then that's a great way to help. You know, you don't have to pay anything, so that's fantastic too. If you don't want to, though, you are free to not do that. You know, I'm not gonna force you. Unfortunately, I do not have that power nor authority. I cry every time. So yeah, I will end this little speech. Have a whole day. Enjoy the matches. I'll see you tomorrow. All right, let's play the Ice Bird. As our first opponent is some good old Ezreal Swain. Twist of Fate Swain. English. We're going to keep the Catalyst of Aeons in our opening hand. That is one of the main cards we want to have early on. I'm also going to drop the Grasp of the Undying. I'm thinking about Unspeakable Horror. It could have some utility here, but ultimately I'm going to mulligan it as well. And I'm going to take out the Glimpse Beyond too. Okay, that's definitely a better looking hand. Ruination can have some strong utility here. No early plays from our opponent. We may see, alright, some good old house spotters. I mean, you can choose to go face or not. That's up to you. Doesn't really make a difference since I do have the ramp. So, I don't know what he's thinking about though. Like, I think in this kind of situation, he's thinking about maybe ways that I can punish him for attacking here and develop something, but I'm not Bilge Water. I'm not going to play a Dreadway deckhand. Mr. I'm sorry, mate. We don't think about it. We go for the ramp. We'll get our health back. We are left a little bit wide open for our opponent to go a little bit wide here, but that is okay. Petty Officer would be annoying, but we do have Withering Wail to at least mitigate some of the damage. Double Spider is manageable. Hit. Ramping again.
Never lost a fair game.
Or
soak it in.
How sweet would an avalanche be now? So sweet. Alright, he tapped out quite a bit there. Unfortunately, we did not really get that. I'm gonna develop the Warding Stones as our opponent plays Swain. Swain is a little bit of an issue. I may be inclined to Glimpse Beyond here just to search for options. No, I think I'm gonna have to resort to you. I have to play the Chronicler of Ruin. As much as I dislike this play, I have to resort to it. Just because I need to be able to these hits a little bit better. I think as of now we're gonna go for a Withering Wail. Alright. Leveling up Swain right there. I can resort to this now.
Victory at any cost.
I'm gonna resort to Glimpse Beyond. We have a bit of an awkward situation here. We've already ramped. We do have access to Ruination as well. But we need to draw into something here. We needed like an Entreat or an ANIVIA. We do have the answer for Swain, which is neat. We can drop the...
They're out there.
Avros and Sentry here.
I need more atlas.
I'm gonna go for the Grasp of the Undying now. Make use of our mana here. There we go.
Look out for Reavers.
Oh, there she is.
A new era begins.
Let's play ANIVIA. You can see the Leviathan go down. Okay.
The spirit of winter awakens.
We're gonna go for Chronicler of Ruin now. They're fishing. For making that's one Make It Rain that they didn't draw, at least. Alright, we're going in.
Snow, wind, and ice.
Let's clean up a little bit. Clean up on aisle 2. Clean up on aisle 2, brother. Get all those fucking spiders out of the way, boy! Let's make use of this. Glimpse Beyond for some more card draw. For health gain and vengeance as well for the incoming Leviathan. Alright, sweet. Beautiful!
This is our time.
It's our time now, motherfucker! We got this Harrowing packing some serious power.
For Empire.
And we got this Ruination just completely blowing him back. Make It Rain can clear this. Or not. What about a Harrowing? Could just bring out like all of my ANIVIAs and just blow them back.
A new era begins.
Yep. I don't see how you make it out of this, brother. We're coming. We're coming for you.
Icy grip of death
Oh, that's adorable. That's adorable.
Let's soar.
Oh, Megadeth.
Until our paths cross once more.
Yep. I'm pretty sure the guy's not asking for that. He doesn't want to cross with that shit again. Well, that's a good way to start the video. Alright, round 2. Oh, is this for the Fallen? That could be a dangerous matchup. We're gonna keep the Ruination. Even though For the Fallen could be absolutely brutal here, we are gonna keep it nonetheless. We're gonna drop the Chronicler of Ruin and keep the Abrosive Sentry in the Warding Stones. Vengeance can be useful against some big units, like Garen or Cytherea.
If I didn't forge it, you won't want it.
Alright, it begins. Honestly, we just kind of have to hope that he doesn't find
In Avarosa's name,
For the Fallen early, because we really are gonna bank on this Ruination.
discipline and steel.
We'll play the Warding Stones here, since we're not vulnerable to a single combat this turn, which means we'll be able to get the ramp this turn. And more stones. Oh jeez. Oh boy. As of right now, this makes the most sense. This gives us blockers.
Look out for Reavers.
I'm gonna block here.
A storm approaches.
I'm gonna develop ANIVIA.
My heart and sword for Demossing.
Let's soar!
Hold fast.
Strike them down. Time to reflect.
This allows me to basically Withering Wail.
Stay resolute. One way to test him out.
We're gonna go for Withering Wail since this deck doesn't tend to run. Okay.
Press the advantage.
Unfortunately, we have to like we can't prevent the level up from Garen. It is what it is. We're gonna go ahead and drop you.
Nothing escapes my watch.
For the Fallen. Yeah. Very spooky. Very spooky indeed.
My sword is yours to command.
No doubt. Only victory.
So now we have to Ruination. Actually, we can hold on for a little bit here. We could take in one attack before we Ruination, so that we don't have to worry about his attack afterwards. Because if he has another For the Fallen, we're really screwed here. If we go for Ruination now, we leave ourselves wide open to like multiple potential attacks. But we do clear such a strong, like we do clear his board. But For the Fallen is so terrifying. A second For the Fallen is really terrifying. We can always Vengeance you. Ah, fuck it. I'm Ruinating.
The finest Demossian steel.
Okay.
Our ancestors
Alright.
are watching.
It does seem like we
To the field!
that's a lot of strength though. Okay.
We'll make them for the show.
Need to carry over that spell mana. We have a total of 10 mana. Which is spooky because
Soldiers, to me!
that's a problem. If I Vengeance this, then it's 7-9.
We burn, then kindle anew.
One way to test him out.
the dark.
Rest in ice.
Next turn we have a total of 9 plus 3 mana. What can we do with 3 mana? We need 2 moves. Alright, he's down to 3 cards. It's getting rough. We are, if we play Rekindler, we're dead to Relentless Pursuit. If we play most things, we're dead to Relentless Pursuit, though. Because with this, we can actually fish. Yeah, like, our best odds here is for him. What if he does have one? What if he has a Relentless Pursuit? If he has a Relentless Pursuit and I go for this, I can't really survive an attack anyways. I have 10 mana. I can't. Like, I automatically, I just lose to that. Like, I just have to live with the fact that I lose to that, so...
Return to us.
I have to play Rekindler here.
Approaching the battlefront.
Soldiers, to me! One banner,
Okay,
one
good.
destiny.
Okay. So we can't really take a hit from anything here. Next turn, we're gonna spend. We're gonna need this. Spend that on two. That means we block 3. We still take from 1. So if we have a total of 13 mana, we can do that, and we can gain 5 health, which means we can survive on 1.
Snow, wind, and
Attacking
ice.
with this does nothing but help.
Demacian steel protects me. Endless cold, endless peace. I will be reborn. A new era begins. I'll turn the tide.
Join the conflagration. Come from the dark.
I protect this place.
13, which means 8 and 5. Yeah.
The chill before the storm.
Again, we're at the mercy of a top deck Relentless Pursuit, but we did everything we could.
Own story.
We did absolutely everything we could. That could mean he's just pumping her up to protect her. Or it could just mean a Relentless Pursuit. Okay, oh, Jesus Christ. Alright. That's the only way.
The icy grip of death falls.
Good for that.
I bring the storm.
Come to the light.
Whoa! Hey! Stand strong. You would
Winter's
test my
coming.
steel?
Winter is coming! He's armored though.
So small.
Oof.
I'm like, well, time to reflect. Rest in ice.
No For the Fallen. Oh my god, is that a For the Fallen? That is a For the Fallen. Shit. It's 4 units.
The Valiant Eternal Guardian! Stay still! I will endure! I protect this place. I will endure!
Oh, we have defenses there. Oh, okay. God, they're relentless.
Take my helmet.
Oh, we're living though. We're living. We're living.
My helmet.
Oh my god, dude. Hey! Hey! There we go! Woo!
The cycle is complete.
What a cycle though, my god, my heart, man. Oh my lord, dude. That was insane. That was a crazy game. Oh my, I got that in the video. That's, oof. Alright, I'm gonna take a breather, and we'll go for round 3. Jeez. Alright, some good old plunder. Gangplank is definitely a big threat. Sejuani not as much because of the way ANIVIA works. I'm actually gonna mulligan everything, but I am gonna keep one ANIVIA. No, I'm not. I'm gonna mulligan everything actually. I mean, Withering Wail is not a bad card to have technically. I'm gonna keep Withering Wail. I'm gonna drop everything else. I like that avalanche there. Even though having ANIVIA is important, we do have a full set of Antreat.
Hey there. Don't mind the knife. You won't feel it at first.
Alright. So the plunder is happening. Not much we can do there. We gotta pass here as well. We do have access to Withering Wail in case that's his next attack anyways.
There's plenty of killing.
Alright, that is a little bit annoying.
Open wide, sugar.
We can't really prevent this. But I have to think about how I'm gonna set this up. Avalanche can deal with this easily. Taking the hit here will drop us down to 14, but then we can react afterwards. Hit. I'm gonna Withering Wail now. Because it puts this at range.
Got me.
I don't know, this guy has a tendency to just spam the same emote. Whatever, buddy. Whatever. We're gonna set the warding stones here. Completely focused on leveling up, which is fine.
Neither the flames nor the depths can claim me, Captain.
A storm approaches.
Time to get rich.
I will endure.
Your king has returned. Barrel.
One candle for every soul.
I'm gonna play the Rekindler here.
The winter's claw endures! Carved from the savage cold.
Let's soar.
Their light freed us.
Endless cold. Endless peace.
Let's get to it. Blow him to the depths.
So what we have to do is we have to set up a harrowing with the Catalyst of Aeons next turn so that we're enlightened and we get to level up ANIVIA. So what we are going to do here... Actually, yeah, we can still get a relatively good clear with her. Which does mean we have to block view. We have to let you go down.
Come from the dark.
Down to 5, unfortunately.
Treasures of the ages for a price.
If we get multiple ANIVIAs there, clearing you will still be difficult.
See the Dabastian border from here.
Come to the light.
Say your farewell.
Prove your worth.
A world in perfect stillness. Tomorrow we rise anew.
All right. All right. I'm just thinking. I'm basically like thinking what they're gonna.
If you work, burn if you don't.
Okay, that seems a little bit desperate.
Lucky you. I'm the last thing you'll see.
I think at this point I definitely want a glimpse. It's good. Good. Good.
Bounty board today.
Good. We're making a comeback here, boys. I repeat, we're making a comeback. Give me the Megs. Let's rebirth.
The Freljord's eternal guardian.
All right, my turn.
A new era begins.
Mr. Emotes.
Eternal.
Is that necessary? Is that absolutely necessary? They call me the comeback king, bitch! You got a Riptide Rex.
I need more hands.
Not anymore. Oh, you need more hands? You need to get the fuck out of here!
Wrapped in cold.
Now I can emote. Oh, man. I'm just getting started, though. I'm just getting started. Let's bring the storm, shall we?
Ooh, got some fight in ya.
You're dead. Let's wait for it a little bit. Let's relax. And finally some action. Boom, 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 boom. Gotcha.
Until our paths cross once more.
God, that's one of the. Oh my god. That's one of the cleanest lives I've recorded in a while. Oh man, the comebacks though. God, that's an ideal video. I'm gonna leave it at that. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the games. Shout outs to ANIVIA. Bird is the word. Don't you ever doubt that. And shout outs to the Harrowing. Just being absolutely busted with this champion right here. Really, really like this deck. Was able to showcase it pretty much in its entirety. And hopefully you guys enjoy this kind of like degenerate combo control archetype. I certainly do. And I'll leave it at that. Have a solid day. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for daily Legends of Runeterra content. Subscribe and likes and stuff and free and good. And yeah, outros. See you tomorrow.